Hi, my name is Gokul and you are watching the Django tutorial. In this video, I am going to explain QuerySet which will not return any new query set. We'll use the same project that we used in the last discussion. So here, first we need to return a single object, so we need to remove loop from the index.html. We'll go back to the index.html page and we'll remove this loop because we want to return a single record from the dataset. And this C will be replaced with the coder. I'm going to replace this value for every attribute. Now we'll go back to the views.py and now we'll modify this code. So the first function is that I want to return a single record from our data set. So I'll comment this line and now we are going to use another method which is get. So I want a specific record, that is third record from the data set. So pk equal to 3. So it means that the id 3 will be print if I write this record. So query will not be print in that case. So I remove this statement as well. And now I'll verify result in the browser. Just I refresh this page and you can find id 3 is going to be print. Whatever the number of data associated with that id, that is going to be print. Now, instead of this id, we can mention any other attribute. Suppose I am looking experience. So let's say coder experience is equal to 5. So specific one record is get written having coder experience is equal to 5. That also we can verify in the browser. So just I refresh this page and you can find the first record is been printed having experience is equal to 5. So if I want to print the first record from our data set, so what I'll do, I'll use the another function that is a first. So coder data object all, I'm not looking for all record. I just want to print the first record. We'll verify again whether the first record will print or not. And again refresh the page and you can find the first record is been printed. If I want to sort the record either in ascending and descending, and then I need to print the first record. That is also possible using the first function. I'll go back to the coding again and here I'll modify. So instead of displaying the first record, first of all, I am going to perform order bind with the attribute experience. I want to organize in the descending manner. That's why I use the negative sign. And now I want to print the first record. So first it will sort the record in descending order and out of that it will print only the first record. So we'll go back to the browser. Just refresh the page. You will find the sixth record is get printed, which is the first record after the descending order sorting. Similarly, if I want to print the last record, then the first function is get replaced with the last function so that the last record is printed instead of first record. That will verify the browsers. Just refresh the page one more time. We can find another record is get printed, which is the last record after the sorting, because experience 2 is the last value throughout the database. Moving ahead, for the next function, if I want to print latest date added record, that also we can verify. So instead of this order by function, I'll remove this completely. And here now I am going to use a latest. You can mention the attribute name. Suppose I want to check the latest date added record. I'll go to the model and take the attribute name joining date. So the coder who joined very latest in the organization, that record should be printed. Now we'll verify in the browser. We'll refresh this particular page and you can find this is the particular record joining 25th February 2024. Next is I want to add a single record into my data. So we need to write another function which is coder object create attribute name. We need to add one by one. When we execute this code, we'll get a specific record that has been added. We can verify this record into my database. So we'll go back to our coder, just refresh it. You can find this next record is get added into my database. So next method is update that we need to use to the coding. Suppose I want to update a certain record, comment this particular. Now I want to object the record. For example, object I want to filter with ID. I want to filter ID is equal to 5 and we are going to update a specific record. So I am going to update the name of my coder. The name is like this. This particular modification I am made into my code. Now we'll execute whether that particular record is updated or not. Go back to the browser, fresh the code. There is no record history over here because we'll update the record. We are not going to display any record. We will verify into the database. Just refresh our code table. Go to the ID number 5. You can find the name is get. Only name is get changed because we update a specific ID name instead of Anwar. I have to get Django. So likewise, we can update the record. Next function is delete. Suppose I want to delete the record from our relation. So to delete the record, we need to filter ID is equal to 5 and just we need to mention delete function. So that it will get delete a specific record. We can delete ID number 5 from our database. So we verify into the database. Just refresh this page. Go to the database. You can find ID 5 is not exist no more in your data. That IDs get deleted from our data. Hope you understand that how to write, create, update and delete method to return a single record from our database. Moving ahead, last method, that is how to count the total number of record. Suppose I want to display how many record in my database. So I am using all method to get all the record from our database. But as I said, this particular discussion is based on a single record written by the dataset. So here I am going to print order data dot count. So it will display a total count in my database. I just go back to the browser and refresh the page. You can find I'll get the total number of records. Going to the terminal and we can find total there are 11 records are there. Initially there are 12 records are there. We deleted one record. So now there is 11 records are remaining in my database. So these are the different methods which will just return a single object from our database. So based on your application, task or project, you can write the specific method in your project. Hope you understand each and every method. Still, if any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I'll be more happy to give explanation of your doubt. Thanks for watching this video.